Today, I'm testing some of my subscribers' weirdest slime recipes. Let's get started. Okay, so the first recipe that we're starting with is actually probably the least weird out of all of the ones I received, and it's for a water slime. This one required glue, shampoo, baking soda, and then tap water. All of these ingredients seem to make sense, and I didn't really think it was that weird, but I was excited to try it out and see what we would make. I was kind of excited for this already because the shampoo smelled so good, so no matter how this turned out, I knew the smell wouldn't be an issue. I added the baking soda in, and I kind of wish I actually mixed this in water to start with rather than just adding it directly to the glue, because as you can see, it kind of was a little bit chunky and didn't really mix in fully, and I did really have to work it into the glue for it to combine. Now, there weren't really any steps to this recipe, so I decided to just add the water now because it would be easier than mixing in if the slime was already activated, but I didn't add all of it. I added about half because it just seemed like a ton of water to me, and I didn't want to mess it up if I added too much all at once. I could always add more if I needed to. I feel like I needed one of those coffee whippers things. I'm not sure what they're called, but I'll put in a picture to mix this together and like blend it up because it was so chunky from the baking soda. This wasn't included in the recipe, but I wanted to make this really pretty, so I decided to add some pigment to it. I actually never really used pigment because I didn't really have any until recently, and I bought some and I wanted to use it. But this blue pigment was so beautiful. It was kind of a shame that you couldn't really see it because the slime was a little bit milky from the shampoo and baking soda, but I was kind of hoping that once it had mixed together and maybe cleared up that you would be able to see it a bit better. This seemed to mix in a little better than the baking soda, but it still was a little bit chunky, so I decided to add some more just to make the color even brighter. Now, because the baking soda wasn't really dissolving, I decided to then add the activator, kind of hoping that the more the slime pulled together, the more the ingredients would kind of all be pulled and like mushed into the slime. Now, this is when I was kind of thinking it might not work because it only seemed to be activating a small part of the slime rather than all of the glue itself. But I did just keep mixing and just really hoping that it would come together, and eventually it did, kinda. Like I say, it came together, but it was still kind of chunky and just a little bit strange, and I feel like the shampoo was kind of making it foamy. I decided at this point it was probably time to add the rest of the water and then just mix that together. And again, this was another moment where I thought this was not going to work because it just would not come together. And I was mixing this for a while, like a long time, and I almost gave up recording at this point because it just seemed like the water was not going to mix into it. So I decided to get my gloves on and just be brave and mix it with my hands and see if I could somehow mush the water into the slime. Now, part of me actually did find this kind of satisfying because it did get very bubbly and the ASMR was honestly pretty great. And after a while, it did kind of join together after it had gotten very foamy. Now, although the bubbles were satisfying, it meant that the slime had completely lost any clarity that it had, and to be honest, it didn't really have that much anyway. But I knew to get the desired result, I'd have to let it sit. So that's what I did. I put it into a different container and let it sit for literally like 2 weeks. I was worried it would melt, but it didn't seem to be honest. It did seem to get a little thinner, but to be honest, I prefer that in a water slime. But the main noticeable change is that it actually did clear up. All of the shampoo bubbles had completely gone, and the baking soda must have just completely dissolved into it, considering I left this for so long. I am so happy I added the pigment to it because look how gorgeous it is. And the water slime texture is actually really satisfying. I feel like because the slime's quite jiggly and it moves a lot, it makes the pigment look even shinier because there's so much movement from the light hitting it. And I'm also really happy that the recipe included shampoo because this slime smells so good. I definitely think if I make this again, I'm not going to add the water in 2 separate parts, and I'm just going to trust the recipe and add it all at once and then mix everything together. But again, I am so happy with how this turned out, so this was a success. So that was the least weird recipe. Now we're moving on to something that I think is a little strange. This one's called birthday cake candle slime. Now, I've heard of candle slime before, but this specifically requires birthday cake candles, and I found these ones lying around which I just microwaved and put into just some clear glue. I don't know why, but these smelt really bad, and I think it's honestly because they're quite old, and the wax was kind of yellow, which wasn't what I was expecting. Now, I'm not really sure if there was any point of me actually melting the candles to start with, because the second I added it to the glue, they just went solid again and were just kind of like candle chunks in the slime. But regardless, I still mixed it as best as I could and decided to add some dye to it just to try and make it a little brighter. I noticed that I always dye the slimes either pink or blue. I guess they're just my favorite colors. Now, in hopes to try and combine things together, I just added the activator now and mixed everything together, but it didn't really seem to be getting rid of the candle chunks. In fact, it kind of made it worse because now they were kind of falling out when they weren't before. And even though I only added a splash of activator, the slime had kind of gone rubbery, and I noticed that the slime did feel slightly different when I added the candles, but nothing too drastic. I kind of just thought it was the heat of the wax reacting with the glue. I knew that that the wax wasn't going to melt again just mixing it, so I decided to take it out and go put this in the microwave for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now, I'm just going to say this now. Do not try this, because I nearly burnt myself like 5 times, and it's not worth doing. Thankfully, though, the wax did melt. Just the slime was incredibly hot to touch now, and very, like, smooth and kind of, like, buttery in a way. You can see my attempts to touch it, but it was just like burning my hand every time I would hold it for too long. So again, do not try this. I'm serious. The room I film in is actually pretty cold, so this did cool down pretty quickly, but it still took a while for it to like feel like a regular temperature, or at least a temperature that wouldn't burn my hands. I will say though, the texture of this 100% improved, and it was very stretchy and soft, but it almost had like an elasticity to it, so that when you'd pull it, it would kind of go back into shape. I love that I dyed it pink because now this looked like a giant gumball, or a giant squishy gumball, but I did start to notice something strange happening. The more I played with it, the more kind of rubbery it became, almost to the point that it wouldn't really stretch at all and was very rippy. I was so disappointed because like 5 minutes ago it was the perfect stretchy slime, and now it was leaving this weird residue on my hands and also not stretching. So I guess it was fun for the 5 minutes the slime lasted, but I probably wouldn't make this again. This next one's actually a recipe that I've done before, kind of, because I've used a similar recipe to this, but it actually required dish soap, and this one just requires cornstarch and shampoo. I was really curious to see if this would actually make any difference, because they do have different ingredients in them. So I decided to add this apple-scented shampoo directly into the cornstarch and just mix it. Now, if I'm remembering this correctly, I remember when I did do this similar recipe last time, I only really needed a tiny bit of dish soap for it to come together. So I started small, and I could always add more into it if I needed to. And I did need to. In fact, I needed to twice, because even after this lot, it was still very crumbly and just wasn't coming together. I decided to add some green food dye along with even more shampoo, because I actually wanted the slime to be the same color as the shampoo, because I really liked it. Now, as I said, I'm not sure what the difference is in ingredients between dish soap and shampoo, but I can imagine they are quite different. But this did need quite a bit more shampoo than dish soap, so that was interesting. This actually came together pretty quickly. I was so relieved because I've been mixing slimes all day at this point, and it was nice to have a recipe that was actually pretty easy. I did have to knead it for a bit to make sure everything was combined, but after it was done, I was so happy with the result. It was kind of like frosting. It was very smooth and had this glossy to matte texture, which was so satisfying to play with. And the scent of apple was also amazing too, so I was very happy with that. I did actually have to add a little bit more cornstarch to it because, as you can see here, it was a little bit sticky, but overall the texture was kind of perfect. I mean, it's definitely not a slime, but if you don't have any glue and you want to try a strange recipe, I'd give this one a go. I had so much fun trying these weird recipes out, and if you have any weird recipes of your own, make sure to comment them below and I can try them out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to hit subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.